Hey everyone, welcome back to Simple Workout Space. So, you've probably heard people argue about whether lightweight, high reps, or heavy weights, low reps are better for muscle growth. It's a heated debate. Some say more reps and less weight give you that pump and build muscle fast, while others swear that lifting heavy is the key to faster gains. But which one actually works best? Today, we're diving deep into the science and clearing up the confusion. Stick around to find out which training style will help you build muscle more effectively. Alright, let's set the scene. You're in the gym trying to get those gains. One guy says you need to lift heavy weights, low reps to build strength and mass. Another tells you to go lighter, do more reps, and you'll get a bigger pump and more muscle. Honestly, it's hard to know which advice to follow. Here's where things get tricky. Everyone has their opinion, but what does science say? If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right and still not seeing the gains you expect, this is probably the reason why. You're caught in the middle of this confusion. Light weights, high reps, or heavy weights, low reps? Should you be doing 15 reps or just 3? It can get overwhelming, right? But don't worry, we're going to break down the science and get to the bottom of this for you. So here's the deal. The truth is, there isn't one simple answer. The best muscle growth comes from combining different rep ranges and intensities. That's right, you don't have to choose between light or heavy. Instead, you can strategically use both to hit different muscle building pathways. Whether you like lifting heavy or you enjoy the pump of lighter weights, both have their place in a well-rounded training plan. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of it all. First things first, we need to understand what training intensity means. In the world of weight training, intensity refers to how heavy the weight is compared to your 1 rep max. That's the most weight you can lift for 1 rep. If you're lifting 100% of your 1 rep max, you're only able to do 1 rep. If you're lifting 80% of your 1 rep max, you could probably get around 7 to 8 reps before hitting failure. The key takeaway here is simple. The more weight you use, the fewer reps you can do. But there's more to this than just the number of reps. Why some people love high reps with light weights? So, what's the deal with light weights and high reps? Well, some people swear by this method because it creates a lot of metabolic stress. This means that when you're doing high reps with lighter weights, your muscles burn through their energy stores faster, leading to the accumulation of things like lactate and hydrogen ions. This buildup leads to that pump feeling and is thought to play a role in muscle growth. Now, it does feel awesome when you get that pump, right? You look in the mirror and your muscles are all pumped up and full of blood. It makes you feel like you're doing something right. But does it mean you're actually building more muscle? Not necessarily. Several studies have shown that you can gain muscle with both low, moderate, and high reps. Some even suggest that a very low rep range, about 30% of your 1 rep max, can lead to muscle growth similar to traditional bodybuilding rep ranges where you use 80%. The issues with only high reps or light weights. But before you jump into high rep training, let's take a closer look. There are a few issues with solely relying on this strategy. Very low reps, 1 to 2 reps per set, aren't ideal for muscle growth. You might be lifting heavy, but studies show this leads to worse results than moderate rep ranges like 8 to 12 reps. Heavy, low rep training can be hard on your joints. Lifting very heavy for low reps puts a lot of strain on your connective tissues. This could increase the risk of injury, especially if you're not used to it. You need to train to failure with high reps. Here's another important point. Just lifting light weights for high reps won't work unless you're pushing yourself to failure, meaning you literally can't do another rep. Most people don't have the stamina to push 25 to 35 reps to failure in every set, so you're not getting the full benefits. Why low reps and heavy weights work? Now, let's talk about heavy weights. You might love that I'm lifting big weights feeling, and it turns out that's actually really good for muscle growth too. Heavyweight training activates mechanosensors in your muscles. These sensors trigger signals in your body that stimulate muscle growth on a deeper level, focusing on increasing the size and strength of your muscles. Heavyweight training also activates your fast-twitch muscle fibers. These fibers are responsible for generating force, which is essential for building strength and power. But there's a downside. These fibers fatigue quickly, which is why low-rep, heavyweight training is often combined with moderate to high-rep work to balance things out. What's even better? Heavyweight training builds muscle and strength. Research shows that strength development actually contributes to more muscle activation during all your exercises. So even if you're doing more moderate or higher reps, your strength from the low rep work can help you lift more weight and continue making gains, combining different rep ranges for maximum gains. So, what's the solution? It's not about choosing between high reps or low reps, light or heavy. The key to maximizing muscle growth is to combine both. Here's what I recommend. Moderate rep training 6-1 to reps. This is probably where you'll want to spend the majority of your time. It's less stressful on your joints and connective tissues, and it strikes the perfect balance between building strength and muscle size. Low rep training 3 to 5 reps. These are your heavyweight sets. They help you increase strength, and that strength helps you push more weight in your moderate and high rep sets. But be careful, don't go to low with the reps. Studies suggest that 3 to 5 reps is a sweet spot for muscle growth without risking injury. High rep training 12 reps. This is great for targeting slow-twitch muscle fibers and metabolic stress. While you might not want to do this for every exercise, you can definitely incorporate it into isolation movements like bicep curls or lateral raises. So, how can you put this all together? A great way to mix things up is through periodization. This means changing your rep ranges over time, which will keep your muscles constantly adapting. Here's an example based on my own experience. Spend 3 to 4 weeks focusing on 3 to 5 reps with heavy weights. Then switch to 6 to 8 reps for another 3 to 4 weeks. You'll need to drop the weight a bit, but it should still be heavy enough to push you to failure within those 6 to 8 reps. After that, move to 12 reps for another 3 to 4 weeks. This will work well for exercises like curls, lateral raises, or tricep extensions. Every time you come back to a rep range, try to increase the weight. This keeps you progressing and ensures that your body never adapts completely. Alright, that's a wrap. To maximize muscle growth, make sure to combine low, moderate, and high rep sets in your workout. Trust me, your muscles will thank you for it. Don't forget to subscribe to Simple Workout Space for more tips, tricks, and fitness science that actually works. Let me know in the comments, what's your go-to rep range, and how do you mix things up in your routine? Let's keep the conversation going, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and stay strong.